Exterior Freeman Cottage, Lakeside, afternoon. Tom stands at a grill, grilling hot dogs and hamburgers. Linda gets the picnic tables set to eat. Sue lays on a lounge on the dock, getting sun, as Scott, David, Eric jump from the dock, just having a good time. Linda comes up to Tom at the grill, eyeing what he's cooking. You know, staring at it won't make it cook faster.
I'm not sure if we have enough.
I think we do.
I don't know. Bob will be here soon, and then there's Sue. And I'm not sure if David is eating with us.
I could put on a few more hot dogs.
Yeah, that should be right. Do that.
Yes, ma'am. Exterior Freeman Cottage dock, afternoon. Sue lays there, eyes closed, soaking up the sun. Eric sits on the dock, feet in the water. David and Scott are in the water near Eric. Eric looks back to Sue. We see a sudden idea form. Angle on Eric. Angle on Sue. It has become suddenly quiet. She opens her eyes and looks down the dock to the boys.
All right, what's going on? Awfully quiet.
Nothing. Just guy talk.
Eric gets up and starts for shore.
I'm gonna get a soda. You guys want one?
Eric passes Sue. Angle on Scott and David. Both boys make their way in the water toward shore.
Yeah, we gotta use the bathroom.
All three boys are now on the dock. We see Eric count to 3. All three boys run and jump off the edge of the dock next to Sue, each doing a cannonball. Angle on Sue. A wave of water hits her.
Eric!
Exterior Freeman Cottage, Lakeside, afternoon. Tom looks up and sees Sue and the boys. We hear Sue's rebukes continue. Tom grins and shakes his head.
Hey!
Angle on Uncle Bob. He comes around the side of the cottage carrying a cooler and a grocery bag. Bob! Linda goes to Uncle Bob and takes the bag from him, looking inside.
Just some snacks for the kids.
You mean for you?
Uncle Bob sets the cooler down next to the table, and Linda and he hug. Scott and David run up.
Hey, Uncle Bob.
Hey, Scott. Friend?
This is David.
Hi, David.
Hi.
So, what do you think?
Could work.
Cool.
What?
Both boys run off, leaving Uncle Bob confused.
What could work?
Exterior Freeman Cottage, Lakeside, evening. Everyone is seated at the picnic table, finishing dinner. Eric and Sue get up.
We're gonna take a walk.
Eric and Sue head around the cottage.
Come with me. I gotta get a warmer shirt. Okay. We'll be right back, Mom.
Scott and David take off. Linda packs up the food. She reaches for the plate with the leftover hot dogs.
Looks like the number of hot dogs I added.
Linda gives Tom a look that says, smart ass.
Oh, wait. I'm not quite finished.
Uncle Bob grabs a hot dog.
Thank you, Bob.
Linda gives Tom a smile. Exterior Freeman Cottage, Lakeside night. Tom, Linda, and Uncle Bob sit together near the fire. Eric and Sue sit off on their own, but still at the fire. I don't know.
Have you at least tried it?
I gave it a fair shake. Scott and David come around the cottage and approach.
I just can't see how anyone wouldn't prefer it, especially if they tried it. Linda?
I don't know. I don't care for either.
I prefer to stay grounded. You can smoke all the weed you want, Bob. I'd rather have my beer. Linda gives Tom a look as to say, watch the conversation, as she indicates the boys behind Tom and Uncle Bob. Oh, hey, boys.
Hey, what's up?
Scott sits in a chair next to Uncle Bob. David stands behind him.
Uncle Bob, how old are you?
I'm 40. Why?
Is that too old? I don't think so.
Uncle Bob, David's mom needs some help tomorrow.
Okay. Doing what?
She has this china cabinet thing. Yeah, it's really big and she can't move it by herself. Could you help her move it?
Sure. When?
When? Noon? Noon.
Okay. Noon.
Cool.
Scott and David look to each other, excited. Scott and David start off. Angle on Scott and David as they walk.
You know, if Uncle Bob and your mom hit it off and got married, that would make us cousins. It would, wouldn't it?
The boys continue walking. Scott looks to David, puzzling on something. He's not so pleased by the idea. Exterior wooded hillside, afternoon. Scott and David make their way up the wooded hillside.
It's almost noon. How would you feel about my Uncle Bob being your stepdad?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. I just don't want my mom to be alone.
Yeah.
Holy crap, Ern, check this out!
David goes over and circles around as Scott comes up to him.
Careful, right there! There!
What? Where? What is it?
A snake! Right there!
Holy crap, it's huge!
David tries to get a better look.
Is it poisonous?
I don't know.
David crouches down to get a closer look.
Careful, David.
Oh, it's coming right at you!
Where? Where?
Scott runs away. Exterior wooded hillside, another part afternoon. Scott and David walk.
You screamed like a girl, you know. I did not.
Just a little bit. Like a girl.
Shut up.
Exterior Palmer Cottage lakeside enclosed porch, afternoon. Uncle Bob approaches the door. Lynn answers.
Hi, my name's Robert. I'm Scott's uncle. Scott's not here. The boys went out. They said you needed a hand. I don't think so. Something about helping you move a china cabinet?
No,
You don't need help moving anything.
no.
Everything's pretty much where I want it. I'm gonna guess you don't have a china cabinet either.
I don't even have China.
Well, I think I've been set up.
Confused look from Lynn.
I think the boys are trying to get us to meet.
Well, if this isn't awkward,
Just a little.
I'm not actually looking.
Fair enough. Well, it was nice to meet you anyway.
You too.
Lynn closes the door. Angle on Uncle Bob walking away.
Why, you little yentas.
Interior Freeman Cottage kitchen, afternoon. Linda washes the dishes from breakfast. Scott and David enter in the mad dash of youthful exuberance.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mrs. Freeman.
Hey, boys. What kind of soda you want?
What do you got?
Orange, root beer, cola.
Root beer.
Mom, you should have seen it.
Yeah.
It was big.
Huge.
Why? A snake.
Huge snake.
Up in the hill.
Out back. It was so cool.
Well, aren't you guys just two peas in a pod?
Scott and David look to each other, smiling. Sudden moment. They realize, uncertain. They see each other, but there's something else. Two peas in a pod. They see more than friendship, but neither knows quite what to do with it. Just that it's slightly awkward.
Mom, is it okay if I eat at David's tonight?
Sure.
Come on.
Scott starts out. David follows. Interior Palmer Cottage kitchen, evening. Lynn, Kathy, David, and Scott sit around the table eating dinner.
Do you want to take the canoe out tomorrow?
Which way do you want to go?
I don't know. I want to explore something new. So, Scott, are you and your girlfriend serious?
Mom.
Kathy, leave the boys alone.
Moment of silence as everyone eats.
So, I had a visitor today.
Scott and David look to each other.
A nice man named Robert.
Great. Everyone has a boyfriend but me.
Kathy storms out. Everyone is a little stunned.
Mom, can I go to Scott's?
Yeah, go ahead.
The boys head out. Exterior Lake Road, evening. Scott and David walk the road back to Scott's cottage.
Do you suppose they hit it off? I don't know.
Exterior Freeman Cottage, lakeside, evening. Linda, Uncle Bob, Eric, and Sue all sit around the fire. Tom is busy getting it going. Hey, Eric, go get a bunch of twigs.
Okay.
Eric goes off, searching the edge of the property.
You and Eric seem to be getting along very well.
Yes, I believe we are. I've got him almost doing everything I want him to.
So I think the boys set me up today.
What do you mean?
They sent me to help David's mom.
Right?
She didn't need help.
Confused looks from Tom and Linda.
She is, however, a widow.
How'd that go for you, Bob?
Awkward.
Scott and David come around the cottage and approach. They sit in two chairs around the side of the fire. Uncle Bob glances at them. They unconvincingly play nonchalant.
So, I went down to help David's mom today.
And?
She's not interested.
Oh, I'm sorry, David.
That's okay.
Tom is just a-grinning as he continues to work the fire.
I appreciate the thought. But why don't you boys just focus on finding girlfriends for yourselves?
Scott looks to David, then back to Uncle Bob, puzzling. Crossfade. Exterior Freeman Cottage, lakeside, evening, a little later. Everyone sits around the fire. Flames dance within as the sun settles behind the hill. Linda gets up and goes to the picnic table, packing up stuff from dinner. Scott watches her, then gets up and follows her to the table.
Mom?
Yes, Scott.
Mom, do I have to have a girlfriend?
No. No, Scott. You don't have to have a girlfriend.
Cool.
Scott returns to the fire. Exterior Freeman Cottage, back porch, night. Scott and Eric have gone to bed. Linda and Tom sit in the swing on the porch, snuggled together. I think we should take the canoe across the lake tomorrow.
Sounds good. We could take a look at the old cottage.
Oh, I like this one so much better.
Me too. So,
Yeah?
how would you feel about having a gay son?
Eric?
No, Scott.
Scott? He's only 12.
Yeah, well, he asked me tonight if he had to have a girlfriend, and he's spending so much time with that boy.
Tom considers. Exterior lake, canoe, afternoon. Scott and David paddle along the coast of the lake, David in front, Scott in back. Scott studies David as they paddle and talk.
So where did you take the class?
The research facility for a company in town. It was on Thursday nights. My dad would take me. It was all about a lemonade stand. You had to decide how to run it, and the computer would determine if you made any money. Then they taught us about the programming, and we learned some commands. And then we wrote a program.
What did yours do?
It asked you to enter two numbers, and then it would return them added together, subtracted, multiplied, and divided.
They are now passing the Palmer cottage. Kathy sits on the dock. Scott looks over. Kathy gets up and starts waving.
Kathy, he's gay!
Scott freezes, deer in the headlights.
What?
Just kidding. She's so annoying.
Yeah.
Scott takes a couple deep breaths and starts paddling. Interior Freeman Cottage, kitchen, evening. Linda washes dishes. Scott comes in and goes to the fridge to get a soda.
You need to get your stuff packed. We're leaving tomorrow around noon.
Okay, Mom.
Exterior Lake Road, afternoon. Scott and David walk a secluded section of the lake road.
Do you really have to leave?
Yeah. We have to be out by noon. I guess the next people will be in there soon.
We're going to be here another week.
I wish I could stay. I've been having so much fun.
Me too.
The two boys look at each other a moment, as though there is something else to say. Scott becomes slightly anxious.
I have to go.
Scott looks away. His breaths become quicker. He looks back to David, a sudden look of determined desire. He quickly leans in and kisses David. He pulls back, afraid, anxious for a reaction. David, surprised, staring at Scott, searching him. After a moment, he smiles. Scott smiles back.
I have to go.
I'll see you next summer.
It's a whole year.
I'll see you.
Exterior Freeman Cottage, afternoon. Scott approaches as the rest of the family loads the car.
Where you been? Car's almost packed, Doofus. Thanks for your help.
Shut up. Let's just saying goodbye to David. Did you give him a kiss goodbye? Dad!
Let it go, Scott. Go get your stuff.
I'm getting it.
Interior Freeman Cottage, afternoon. Scott comes in, heading for his bedroom. He sees Linda.
Mom,
Yes, Scott.
are we coming back here next year?
To the lake? We come every year.
No. I mean this cottage. Are we going to rent the same one?
Probably.
Please, Mom? Can we rent this one?
We'll see. Now go get your clothes and stuff. It's time to go.
Exterior Freeman Cottage, afternoon. The family car pulls out. Interior family car, afternoon. Scott looks anxiously out the window as they approach the Palmer cottage. David stands at the road. They see each other. Scott waves until the car is well past. He turns and sits. After a moment, he glances to Eric, who is preoccupied in a magazine. Scott goes into a bag and discreetly pulls out the Polaroid of David. Fade to black. Exterior street, day following spring. Scott has a newspaper bag over his shoulder as he makes his way down the sidewalk. His friend Mike walks with him. Scott reaches into the bag, pulls out a newspaper, rolls it, and then tosses it on the porch.
So I calculated it out.
Throws the paper.
For every paper I throw, I get 0.03% closer to my computer.
Well, what kind of computer is it?
It's a Commodore VIC-20. Saw it in the back of a magazine last year in study hall.
Well, do you know what to do with it?
I took a class when I was 10. Programming is so cool.
Interior Freeman home, living room, day. Linda makes her way through the living room carrying a clothes basket. She heads up the stairs. Interior Freeman home, Scott's bedroom, day. Linda comes in looking about for dirty clothes. She opens the closet door and is taken by the display on the inside of the door. She smiles. Angle on display on door. A well-ornamented heart surrounding the Polaroid of David. Interior Freeman home, dining room, day. The Freeman family eating dinner.
How are practices going?
Good. It looks like I'll be second base this year.
Oh, that's great, Eric.
Scott grabs his plate and heads for the kitchen.
Are you starting?
I'm pretty sure I am. Scott comes back in.
I'm going to go out for a bit.
All right. Be back before curfew.
Scott runs out the front door. After a moment, Linda touches Tom's hand. When he looks to her, she indicates that he should follow her. Interior Freeman home, Scott's bedroom, evening. Linda enters, followed by Tom.
So, I think it's pretty clear
Opens the closet door to reveal the shrine-like display.
that our son is gay.
Tom studies it a second, sudden grin and chuckle.
Yeah. I'd have to say so. That's about the gayest thing I've ever seen.
Eric has come in unknown and has come up behind them.
You mean Scott's a faggot?
Your brother's gay, Eric. I don't ever want to hear you call him that.
I don't care if he's into guys. He can do what he wants. Okay, I won't.
Linda and Tom leave Eric pondering the display. He grins.
There are a lot of other things I could call him, though.
Exterior street in front of the Freeman house, night. Scott and Mike make their way along the sidewalk, heading for Scott's home.
I think Tony's sister's into you.
Chrissy?
Yeah. Tony said she was talking about you.
Scott shrugs off the comment.
Are we playing baseball tomorrow?
I think so.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Scott runs into his house. Interior Freeman home, living room, night. Tom, Linda, and Eric are watching TV. Tom drinks from a beer can. Scott comes in.
Hey.
Scott pauses, seeing what they're watching, then starts for the stairs.
Hey, Scott. Why? Your birthday's coming up, and I was wondering. Do you prefer floor-length or knee-high skirts?
Eric enjoys his joke. As the beer can hits him in the head, he recovers, still grinning. Angle on Tom, his disapproving look. Angle on Scott, looking to everyone.
You know? You have a shrine on your closet door, Scott.
We don't care if you're gay, Scott.
We still love you. It makes no difference.
Yeah, you can guys all you want. We don't care.
Eric throws his arms up in the direction of his father to protect himself from any other possible flying objects. Angle on Scott, a mix of relief and anxiety. Interior Freeman home, Scott's bedroom, night. Scott opens the door to his closet, lays on his bed, and looks longingly at the Polaroid of David. Crossfade.
Birthday, dear Scott.
Interior Freeman home, living room, day. Scott's 13th birthday party. Scott is opening presents. Interior Freeman home, living room, day, a little later. Scott sits in a chair brought into the living room for the party, staring off, lost in thought, an open present in his lap. Uncle Bob sits next to him.
Hey,
Hey,
happy birthday.
thanks.
I hope you don't mind, but your mom told me.
Confused look from Scott.
I just want you to know that it makes no difference to me that you're gay. I still love you.
Thanks.
I imagine that you're anxious to get back to the lake.
Scott can't help but smile. We see his feelings for David in his eyes. He simply nods.